Hello, YouTube friends and followers. So I'm providing a way to change a toilet fill valve. Here's a modern Fliuidmaster 400A fill valve. I'm going to put this into this toilet hopefully in less than 5 minutes. So that's my goal. We want to adjust the height of this fill valve to match the old one. The other problem with installing a fill valve is it makes a good mess, so I'm going to use this pot to catch water. I have two cameras running. I have an upper camera to show the upper part of this endeavor, and I have a lower camera running, and it looks like the top camera is having focus issues. Let's fix that. Alright, let the show go on. So now I'm going to drain the water out. First thing we do is we turn off the shut-off valve down here. So I'm turning off the shut-off valve from the supply on the wall to the fill valve in the toilet. I'm going to use two tools here. This tool is a pair of vice grips which I'll use to take off the input flow pipe. And this is going to be used to cut the tubing. There's a little bit of tubing to put on, and I'll use that to cut the tubing. Alright, let's get to it. So the first thing you do is you flush the toilet. You try and get out as much water as you can. Hold the valve down. Hold the valve down to try and get all the water out. And that's about it. The second thing you do is get the pot, and the lower camera might be showing this pot now. This pot we put below the fill valve down here. With your hands then, you can take off the input pipe to the fill valve. And that won't make much of a mess, but just take it off, as we see in the lower video here. And let the remains go into the pot. Now, here's where you get your vice grips, and you want to actually take off the retaining nut that holds the whole stem on to the toilet. So, using vice grips and taking off this plastic nut, only about 2 turns, and now I'm going to hold it to the top here with my hand and unscrew the bottom nut. This is going to release a lot of water that's still in the tank into the pot on the bottom. So now I'm going to hold this pot up a little bit, pull this down, and out comes the water. You can see the water on the lower video here coming out. Just going to hold it so I get a pretty accurate flow into my pot, and don't get too much water on the floor. Okay, so it takes about 20 seconds for the water to drain out. And that's about it. So you can take the water and dump it into the toilet. Looks like a little's going to keep coming out. Just dump it in. Okay, now we can pull the fill valve straight out, the old fill valve from the top. Here's the old fill valve. This fill valve works fine. I'm just doing a video for you folks. I've done 3 toilets, and I'm doing a 4th one here to show how to put one of these things in. So this came out. You can set it aside somewhere. And now we're going to put in the new one. Here's the new one, which is a 400A. And just take off the bottom here. And now you can simply insert this thing in the hole in the toilet where the old one came out, just like that. Hold it with your right hand in your left hand. You can screw this fitting on here. Just screw it on. The bottom camera is catching the action here. And you can make it hand tight and align this little device so it won't hit the toilet activation lever here. And that's about it. Now tighten the bottom with your hands, and I like to use the vice grips and just get it a little tighter. Not much tighter, but a little tighter. You don't want this thing to leak later on. So I promised a 5-minute install video here. I'm probably close to 5 minutes now. And I think what takes the most time is getting the vice grips on here and tightening up this bottom retaining nut for the, especially when you're using your left hand. You can tighten it by hand and that might be enough. So much for my 5 minutes here. There. So make it tight. I guess you can tighten this later too. Alright, that's pretty tight. I actually like the other nut that they had on here before, in this one. It came with the valve. Alright, that's pretty darn tight. Now, put on this bottom fill hose. There's a washer in here. Check the washer, make sure it's good. This one looks fine, so I'm just going to screw this back on here. Like that. And I'm going to use the vice grips to make this tight, but not real tight. Just a little tighter than my hand can make it. Because you don't want leaks. And we're probably coming up on 5 minutes here. Alright. Let's turn the water on now. And let it fill. So with this lower camera up, I'm going to take it off here now. And you can see that there is the valve completed. We tightened this nut on here with the vice grips a little bit. This one on a bit. Now we're going to turn the water on right here. Actually, before we turn the water on, let's put the fill hose on. So, I'm going to show now how to put the hose on that fills the bowl. Here's the hose that fills the bowl, and just going to put this onto here like this. And you want to hold it with 2 hands. So, the top camera is now catching this action. And you just wiggle it on like that. It's on, and you want to get the other end into the bowl's fill receptacle. So this part here will fill the bowl with water, and so we're going to cut off a bit of this hose here. And now you want to jam it on to the input right here. And I'll show with the other camera here what we're doing. So we're simply have put this hose on here, and we're now going to put this into here. So now there we go. Put that in like that. It's going to twist it and push it. And then you put this down like this. And so it goes into the fill neck here for the bowl. So I promised you guys a 5-minute video. This is more like 10 minutes, I suppose. Alright, that's done. Now we turn the water on and see how it goes. So here goes the water. And I'll start the other cam up. Let's see, here we go. Alright, we're rolling. Going to turn the water on because we have the fill tube attached to the input of the bowl. Here goes the water. So you can see now we're filling. And you want to see how high the water goes to see if you're going to make adjustments or not. The water should go about to there, I suppose. Let's see how high this goes here. So that's not high enough. It's going to stop and not be high enough. Well, maybe it will. That's probably fine. You can twiddle with this thing here to raise and lower the water. This would add some height there. But basically what you want to do to add height is you want to work with the valve on the bottom. So I'm going to turn off the water here again. And you want to unloosen the slip collar. And I can't do it with one hand. So I'm going to let the top camera catch the action and turn off the lower camera. Okay, here I'm going to grab this thing by the top. There's a slip collar on this thing. I'm going to pull the slip collar up. Now it's up. I'm going to pull up on this device a bit. There, and I'm going to lower the slip collar. So what happened is, because I have this ingenious slip collar, I was able to pull the slip collar up, which loosens the connection between the fill valve and its base, and then pull the whole fill valve up. So I probably pulled it up about that much. And now I'm going to turn the water back on and see how far our water rises in the toilet. And if it comes to about there, I'm happy. And we're done. So you can see this thing fills pretty fast. I'm in San Jose, California, and the water looks pretty dirty actually coming into this thing. So it looks good. I'm happy with that. The water is about to here, and it's fine. Let's flush it. So maybe not 10 minutes, maybe not 5 minutes, maybe this took about 10 minutes, but it's all done. So that's how simple it is. You want to check it for leaks. Make sure it's not leaking down here where the pipe went in. That's it. Put the lid back on, you're done. Here's the lid. And I'm going to release the upper camera now, which has been sitting on all this stuff to provide you guys with a viewing angle. And now we're going to go down here with the upper camera and show you that indeed there are no leaks here. This is not leaking, so we've tightened it enough. That's the valve. You turn on and off to service your valve. Okay, well, thanks for watching. And my camera is showing we've been doing this about 7 minutes. So, yeah, I can say about a 5-minute job here. Take care. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.